Hello everybody, my name is Louise Clayton and I run Localise. Localise produce a series of advertising books. They all get delivered by the Royal Mail to 220,000 letterboxes, that's an awful lot of letterboxes, throughout West and North Yorkshire. We've been going for 12 years and we get amazing feedback from our advertisers about the amount of business that they get from being included in our books and going through the letterboxes of the local houses and businesses in their area. This is new to me, vlogging. As part of running my business, I do quite a lot of networking, and one of the groups that I go to is the BNI Jupiter networking group, which meets every Wednesday at the King's Croft Hotel in Pontefract. Every week we have a 3-minute education slot, and this week one of our members, Mark Crossfield, who runs Intensus Merchandise, he did a 3-minute education slot on vlogging for your business. So he inspired me this morning and I thought, okay, I'll give it a go, a bit out of my comfort zone, but I'm going to give it a go. So here we are. This morning I just wanted to have a quick introduction really to you, introduce myself and just talk a little bit about where I am and what I plan on doing this morning, and that includes working from home. So as a business owner, I've run my own business now for the last 12 years. I'm lucky that we've grown the business to the point where we do have offices in Allerton Bywater, and I have 7 members in my team working from the office. But there are times where you do need to shut yourself away and get down to some nitty-gritty. It's very difficult to focus when you're in an office and you're the one that's in charge, constantly getting interruptions, constantly getting questions, which is all great because it's all part of running your business, and it's really important that your staff and your customers are coming to you for advice and help. But there are also things that need to be done, and I find that working from home for a few hours helps me do that. So on a Wednesday morning, I'm up bright and early and I go to my BNI networking meeting at 6:30. I tend to then clear my diary for the rest of that morning, either having one-to-ones with other business owners, or I come back home and I get my head down for a few hours and focus on clearing the decks of all those little things that are building up and sort of hanging over my head. So I sit here in my office, which is very nice, upstairs, office stroke playroom for the kids. I've got a great view out of the window. That's the view from my window for this morning, which is fairly pleasant. And also I have a little bit of company, which is Honey the cat. So I'm interested to know from anybody out there how you find working from home helps you. One of the key things for me is decent broadband, something that we lacked living in a very rural village location in Selby until Christmas, when we got some decent broadband in. We were the last in Selby to get it. The kids were creating like crazy because they couldn't go on their Xboxes to play with their mates. But from my point of view, it was a real drain on the business from the point of view that it didn't allow me to work from home. So since Christmas, that's been great. I've got great download speed and everything. The other thing that is useful is, as a business, we use VoIP telephones. So I can just pick up my phone from the office, my desk phone, and plug it in here at home. And essentially, I'm just as if I'm in another office at work on a different extension line. So that's brilliant. Anybody else got any tips for actually motivating yourself to work from home? I do make sure that I have some music in the background. I don't have any TVs on. I try not to have any sort of interruptions, and it just works really well for me just to have those few hours where I can focus on getting the things done that as you all know, if you're in an office, you get lots of interruptions, lots of people asking questions, the telephones are ringing, and you just need to get your head down and concentrate for a few hours, and then you feel far more on top of everything afterwards. So I'm going to have a go at doing a little video blog regularly. I'm going to give you some hints and tips on marketing your business. Localise has been doing this for 12 years now. We have over 300 local customers who advertise with us in our local advertising books on a very regular basis. And we also are lucky enough to have a sibling company called Visible Thoughts, which is run by my husband Andrew Clayton, and we can tap into the creative design resource that Visible Thoughts has when they're doing web design and graphic design and branding. So localised customers actually have really well designed, really well planned out adverts that are going to target the right audience and get them the best return for their money. So over the coming weeks, months, I'm going to do a few blogs on tips for marketing. So check back with me again in a few days. Okay, speak to you all soon. Bye.